For over 100 million years, an endless war has raged across the planet, a battle fought by billions of relentless warriors on countless battlefields. This is not a war of nations, but the world war of the ants. Ants are among the most ancient and successful creatures on Earth. Having emerged around 160 million years ago, they have adapted to nearly every ecosystem, dominating the natural world with sheer numbers and strategy. Today, there are over 16,000 ant species, totaling an estimated 10,000 trillion individuals. They make up nearly 20% of the total land animal biomass. Their success, much like that of humans, is rooted in cooperation. A single ant may be insignificant, but together they achieve extraordinary feats. They construct elaborate colonies, farm their own food, develop symbiotic relationships, and, most notably, wage war. Even within the same species, conflict is a way of life. Battles, raids, and full-scale invasions happen daily, resulting in millions of casualties. Among the fiercest warriors are the army ants, nature's ultimate war machines. Army ants comprise around 200 different species. They do not build permanent nests, but instead live a nomadic existence, moving in vast swarms of millions. When on the hunt, some army ant species form massive columns up to 100 meters long, annihilating every insect or small animal in their path. The largest hunting parties can kill up to 500,000 creatures in a single day. Some army ant species specialize in preying on other social insects, such as termites, wasps, and especially other ants. Even powerful predators like wasps are no match for the relentless assault of an army ant swarm. When a wasp colony is attacked, even if the queen survives, the larvae are stolen and devoured, dooming the entire hive. When army ants locate another ant colony, they launch an immediate attack. Their power does not come from individual strength, but from their ability to act as a single, cohesive force. A lone army ant is not particularly impressive, but in overwhelming numbers, they quickly crush their enemies before the defenders can mount an effective response. Interestingly, army ants rarely fight each other. When two swarms meet in the wild, they either ignore each other or move away. An evolutionary strategy that has likely prevented their mutual destruction over millions of years. The presence of army ants has forced many other ant species to develop unique survival strategies. Some simply flee, carrying as many larvae as possible to rebuild elsewhere. Others create living barricades where worker ants with massive square-shaped heads block nest entrances, forcing attackers to give up over time. However, not all ants cower before army ants. Leafcutter ants form some of the largest and most complex insect societies outside of humans. They construct massive nests, stretching meters deep and wide, housing millions of individuals with a highly organized division of labor. Their enormous soldier ants, 100 times the size of a worker, exist solely to defend the colony from army ant invasions. Even so, they have a formidable adversary. A particular army ant species, Noma myrmex ezenbecki, primarily preys on the larvae of other ants, particularly leafcutters. Unlike other army ants, they have a more robust soldier caste, making them the only known species capable of successfully invading a mature leafcutter colony. When they discover a leafcutter nest, hundreds of thousands of army ants attack in a massive column. The leafcutters immediately switch to crisis mode, summoning their gigantic soldiers to the front lines. The ensuing battle is fierce, with defensive lines stretching meters wide and packed with thousands of warriors. Leafcutter soldiers clamp onto their enemies, attempting to sever their heads, while smaller workers assist by restraining foes. Some teams conduct surprise raids behind enemy lines, tearing apart the invaders. Despite their formidable defenses, the overwhelming numbers of the army ants often turn the tide. If the leafcutters cannot repel the attack or seal off enough entrances in time, the army ants flood into the nest, invading deep chambers and stealing tens of thousands of larvae. Even if the leafcutter colony survives, the losses are devastating. Regardless of who emerges victorious, thousands of bodies litter the battlefield. Where army ants march, death follows. But this is not the full extent of ant warfare. Some ant species form super colonies spanning thousands of kilometers across multiple continents, waging wars of unimaginable scale. These conflicts deserve their own story. Regardless of scale, war is an inseparable part of ant life, from small skirmishes to all-out battles. These conflicts unfold everywhere, from the depths of tropical rainforests to the cracks in the sidewalks we walk over every day. While humanity has moved away from constant warfare, for ants, their greatest enemy will always be other ants. To them, peace is an alien concept.